Hey guys, starting off the best rods of ICAST at 2025. We're gonna run around, check out some awesome new stuff that's coming out at the show this year. But first up, we're stopping at Daiwa booth with our buddy, Mr. Mark Mills, and we're gonna talk about a new Steez rod that we just found out about a week ago.
Welcome to Tariff World, right?
Yeah,
welcome to Tariff World.
It was a mad scramble to get these things up on the website. But Mark, new Steez series of rods, and there's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, we've got a whole lineup of spinning and casting technique specific on that. We have some kind of labeled out. We've had the Steez lineup for a while. I believe it was last year, the year before, we had our Steez AGS rods.
Yeah, which are phenomenal.
No doubt about it. Super sexy, phenomenal, great rods. So these are basically very similar. It's got a real thin guide train, but these are very much a high-end rod for us. We have our SVS Nano Plus graphite. So it's very, very thin, very, very little resin, as you can feel how light these things are, and very, very sensitive. We use our X45 braiding technology on that. And then we use our special Daiwa. This actually has our Zion reel seat. See how kind of cool? It even has the iridescent sparkles in it, huh?
When it came in on the travel series, I forgot when we were doing the video. I was like, it looks like a galaxy in there.
Share, no expense. We did everything absolutely
and they look even better
perfect.
out in the daylight.
Yeah, they do. When you get that sun pop on it, we got just the thing lighting on it. We've also has laser etching on here. Talks about the Steez, so you can check out all the laser etching on that as well. Super lightweight, really thin, light guide trains. They're extremely balanced. We have flipping, pitching, casting. We've got some of this one here is one of the lighter, basically forward-facing sonar rods on that as well.
Nice minnow shaker rod.
A minnow shaker rod.
Yeah.
But the whole new lineup, we also have some absolutely beautiful winding chucks. It goes on with Steez. That is our flagship reel.
Yeah.
Flagship rods have to match. We've had some special guests in the show that everybody knows and absolutely loves these Steez rods.
Oh, he was here.
He was here, yes. And I don't want to say it, but love them. We got him a couple Steez rods because it's the best rod he's ever.
There's some hype at ICAST this year.
There is. It's been a good year, no doubt about it. And heck, I'm actually the trade show committee chairman, so I'm happy we're having a great show. But this is a great deal. Absolutely, Steez rod. Check it out. Tackle Warehouse. You guys will have them soon if you don't have them already.
Oh, they're up on the website right now. I don't remember when the ship date is on these ones, if they're going to be in stock soon.
I think within the next month or so, if I'm not mistaken.
If that's the date on it, then they're probably up for pre-order right now, so you can pre-order them if you
definitely
want. And there is a huge lineup of rods, so you want to go check that out. You guys have there's Bait Finesse series, there's solid tip ones.
Yeah, I think we're sitting on about 19 to 22 SKUs, if I'm not mistaken.
Tons of different models in the entire Steez lineup, which is really cool. We're excited to see that. I mean, high-end rod series from Daiwa, and just giving the anglers, a huge range of models. So super stoked. You can go check these out on tackwarehouse.com. So Mark,
awesome. Thank you so much for coming by. I'm glad we're one of the first to see when it comes to top quality rods. We love it.
Right on. We'll see you guys at the next booth.
Thank you.
So we got another series of rods from Daiwa. I forgot we got one more we want to talk about.
Yeah, we want to talk about Presso. It's a little different category than most people are, at Tackle Warehouse.
But there is some crossover too.
Yes, and I got one here on it. Go ahead.
So these are the Presso Airs. Give us the rundown of these. These are kind of your trout and
bait finesse. I got one right here, bait finesse on this side.
Yep.
So as you know, the whole bait finesse system is getting bigger and bigger. The trout market out basically Southern California, even into the Midwest and even into the South and some of the upper areas. Guys are into trout fishing. Lots of new trout spoons, our new Rave spoon.
Totally.
But these things are actually the new Presso Airs. They've got the AGS guides on them, which make a big difference on a rod that's this small and this lightweight.
I didn't notice that.
So we're using our AGS carbon fiber guides. We have a patent on those guides. The whole guide train in general usually weighs less than just what one guide would weigh on another rod.
If you've never used a Daiwa with an AGS guide, it's phenomenal.
So if you're a real fanatical trout person, you want to match up, the new Loomis we talked about on the show matches up perfect for this. It's a very high-end rod.
Super fun, super lightweight.
It is. It's something during, the vacation trips trout fishing or during the trout season, get out there, do that. Even if you like to, baits for bass or anything like that.
I was talking to Joey about it. I think some of these rods are going to be great crossover for bait finesse because I've tried out a lot of bait finesse rods, and a lot of times they kind of miss the mark, especially for the ultra light stuff or even the tiny little hard baits. Seems like they're not quite soft enough, and I really like the actions on these.
Yeah, you can already see here Just the wiggle itself is very, very light
tiny
action.
little crankbaits that are actually going to stay loaded and fish more like a crankbait rod.
Right. And you also notice with some of our technology here, SVS Nano Plus Graphite, see how thin the blank is all the way up here? That means you can use lighter guides, smaller blank. All that's going to help you cast better, especially on the lighter baits, and actually enjoy the fight of the fish even more.
Yeah, these are going to be super fun to fish. We're excited to get these into Tackle Warehouse. I know we don't have them up on the website just yet, but we'll have them up soon for everyone to check out. But that's going to wrap up Daiwa now. Now we will move on.
We'll move on. But hey, we didn't want to forget these rods. These are the new Presso Airs by Daiwa.
Sweet. All right. Now we're over at the Lews booth. I'm with JB3, and we're going to talk about the new KVD Elite Series of rods.
So biggest thing that what we did from the previous model is we added focus technology into the blank of the rod, which is a resin that we do that has multiple different wrappings in there. But what it does is it increased the tip strength by 75%, but it's actually down the whole entire rod, so it makes the rod a lot more durable. We also changed the guides on here. We added zirconia inserts to our guides to make them a lot more durable as well. The biggest thing that Kevin wanted to do was make sure that these rods got more sensitive and that they were a lot more durable, and that's what we did. The previous models also had shorter butts to them. So we increased the rod butts to them to have a more of a standard size to them, and that was definitely a big change on that as well.
Yeah, notice that. That's cool that, they're going to be a lot stronger for people like us that, we beat up our equipment hard on it, in and out of the back of a truck, boat, whatever you want. You can be a little bit more tougher on these things. But yeah, I did notice that when we got these things or got the images of them and got to check them out, the older KVD rods did have, it felt like more of an old school, like shorter little handle and definitely more traditional style. Got that nice exposed blank on the back.
Yep.
So awesome series of rod. I know he's got that numbering system too.
Right.
So is it for crankbaits and jigs and all that stuff, spinning?
So he has the graphite casting, so that's what GC stands for. He has composite casting, which is the CC models. Those are his cranking models. And then on the spinning models, he has the GS for graphite spinning. And so that's just an easier way. So if Kevin's using a specific rod and somebody asks, well, what rod is it? He can say GC6 or CC4 or GS2. It's just an easier way for the consumer to be able to recognize that rod and ask for that particular model.
And if you've got a bunch of them in the garage, you're not in the back trying to read all the blanks, you kind of see what power and stuff you're working with, and easier to kind of stay organized.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome new series. Glad to see a new updated KVD series of rods. You can check them out right now on tacklewarehouse.com. So just stopped over at the Fitzgerald booth. I got Trevor Fitzgerald, the man here, and we're going to talk about this new Stunner HD series of rods. And Trevor, what makes this new series special? Because we've had this series in the past. There's been a couple generations of it.
Yep.
This is the latest and greatest.
Yep. So what we're doing with the Stunner is it's going to be a 27 model series. There's going to be 19 casting and 8 spinning. That's going to cover everything. We've got rods from 610 medium light spinning all the way up to 8.6 extra heavy glide rods.
Oh yeah, that one actually came to the office for a sample to take product images of it, and that is a nice swim bait rod.
Yeah, so a lot of guys are really liking the 8.6 length, but one of the biggest complaints is shipping or transporting the rod back and forth. So we actually ended up doing a 70-30 split, so the rod will come apart right in front of the reel seat there.
Which there's plenty of swim bait rods on the market that are built that way now.
Yep.
And they really fish like a true one-piece rods, but make storage way easier and save you a ton of money on shipping.
Absolutely, yeah. And on the big rod, we also did double foot guides all the way to the top, which we really felt like that was a lot better for longevity and durability of the rods. But like I said, it's 27 different models, and it's going to encompass everything you want to do from minnow shaking all the way up to big glide rods.
Yeah, and so updated blanks on these?
Yep, so more modernized blank. We're doing 40-ton Japanese Toray carbon on them. And then we've got our extreme blank technology from the first guide here all the way down to the rear.
This whole section.
Which gives it a lot more strength and durability in this section of the rod, which on the big rods is where it takes a lot of abuse,
So your butt section here is totally reinforced.
It's reinforced, yeah, absolutely.
So for your Florida style, heavy punching, flipping, 2-ounce weight in the mat, you got plenty of backbone on the back there.
You do, but even like these smaller spinning rods, the lightweight of this is just unbelievable, and the sensitivity is really, really good. So we're super excited about this. This is going to consolidate our brand pretty much to one high-end series, 27 different models, covers everything.
Oh, that's really cool. I mean, Fitzgerald makes some awesome rods. And this is not only a great performing rod, this is a sharp looking rod.
Yeah.
I love that you guys did that kind of combo with the cork and the EVA. Nice reel seats and that kind of carbon finish to it with your guys' wrapping on there. Really sharp looking rod.
Yep. Thank you.
So awesome looking rods. You can check them out right now at tacklewarehouse.com. All right, next up from Shimano, we got some new rod additions from Shimano and a couple of their high-end rod lineup. So a couple of expansions here with Alex Weatherall. We're going to talk about a few. So first up from Expride, we got a bunch of new rods, but this one you're particularly happy about.
This is the one that I was talking about. I said you guys have to make this for like a year now. They finally made it. They have a couple solid tip rods, which are really made specifically for the whole scope and deal. Obviously, you can use them for a lot of other things, but particularly for the scope and deal, they have that solid tip, so you can really work a lot of action in it.
So what's that benefit of the solid tip giving you on that?
So what it does is you're not pulling that bait as much as you normally do. You can impart the action in the rod that you're doing into that bait a lot more.
Okay.
Think of it like a frog. You're not going to pull it out of the strike zone as quickly.
Okay.
So this is a 7.4 medium. It's a longer rod.
Yeah.
The ones they have right now are like 6'10", shorter. Some guys like that. I like a longer rod, especially you get a windy day, you get light bait, small bait, you can cast it farther, you get more leverage on the fish. I'm a big fan of that 7.4.
Yeah, I bet this is also probably a killer smallie rod too.
It is. There's so many things you can do, 7.4, tube, you name it.
Yeah, 7.4, a great addition to that Expride lineup. And there's also some new rods in that Poison Ultima that we're going to talk about.
Hold that.
I don't want to because it's too expensive. So a couple new when this series launched, there was only a couple models in this rod lineup. Now there's a bunch.
Apparently, guys like some really high quality rods.
Yeah.
And we have a few new additions in this Poison Ultima. I mean, it's just as beautiful as you can possibly get. It's not really why guys buy it, because it's also really practical. A lot of thought goes into these rods. This monocoque handle down here just sits really nice against your forearm. It's a really high quality blank, so you're getting a ton of sensitivity in a really lightweight rod. This particular rod is a brand new spinning. It's a 7-foot light plus. So it's a light, but it's got a little extra backbone to it.
It's a little bit more than your regular light.
A little bit more than regular light. So you can do, I was just messaging someone the other day asking me about some rods. He likes to drop shot, but let's say you're not up the Great Lakes, you want to do something a little more finesse. That's where that 7 plus comes in, those lightweight baits.
Yeah, what else do you got?
We'll swap with you here. So this rod right here is a 7.4 medium heavy.
This does not feel like a 7.4 medium heavy.
No.
Like you're kind of a little bit longer, but more your all-purpose, do everything style rod. This feels like a 6.5 foot jerkbait rod. This thing is awesome.
It is. You have to feel it to really experience and just understand how light these rods are. That 7.4 medium heavy, along with some of the other bait casting models that are brand new, are just really perfect for the lineup. Like you said, they came out with a couple. Now they're filling all those gaps. That 7.4 medium heavy, you said it yourself. Like you can do so much with it. Carolina rig, jig, you name it. This thing can do it. So out of all the models, that's my favorite new one. Yeah,
this would be the one if I was on Team Shimano. There'd probably be a lot of these in the rod locker in my boat as well. Just you can have a pile of these and just cover just about all your different types of fishing needs. But again, we're excited that there's a bunch of these new edition tabs all down this lineup. So go over to the website, Tackle Warehouse, and you can see all the new models that Shimano is adding to these lineups. Super exciting stuff. Alex, thanks for joining us. We're going to keep moving on. We're going to head over to Loomis next.
Thank you very much.
Okay, over at the G Loomis booth now, I'm with John, and we got these new IMX Pro green rods. These are Inshore rods. And John, can you kind of explain what, kind of some of the features of these new Inshore rods you guys developed?
Sure. So even kind of bringing back the color from the green water.
Yeah.
We're filling a gap here between GCX, which is kind of our entry level, and it's right in between GCX and NRX Plus. So a good price point. This rod was designed over the guys from Z-Man and saw plastic. So a rod that's 100% designed to be used with saw plastics. We got a 7-footer and a 7.5. There's 4 actions in the 7-footer, 4 different powers, and then we have 3 in the 7.5, and then 2 casting rods that were designed like Texas Coast, wading type rods with that short butt on the back side.
Really cool. So gulf fishing, East Coast over where you guys are at in the Carolinas, fishing redfish and flounder, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, 8th ounce jig head, 16th ounce. We got actions to cover kind of that whole gamut. CI4 reel seat, Fuji guides, and just all in all, just a great feel.
Well, we all know the quality of a Loomis rod. You know, you get that CI4 reel seat on there now. But an Inshore series of rods, they're not bass rods, but I know a lot of us bass fishing, we do tons of crossover fishing, and a lot of our customers enjoy these as well. Really exciting to see new Inshore series of rods coming from G Loomis. Make sure you check them out. Headed over to the Denali booth, and there's a new series of rods. I'm with Mr. Michael Neal, a hog master in his own right. And this new DLE series, I haven't even got to see one, and I feel like you barely got to see one yourself.
Yeah, so it's brand new. The first thing that I really like about this are these Sea Guide guides. So they're stainless guide, but if you notice, there's no insert in it. So it's still ceramic, but it's baked into it, so it's not going to come off. You're not going to have to worry about the inserts popping out and cracking, things like that. It's all one piece, so it's going to pretty much last you a lifetime rod. The exposed reel seat right here, that's proprietary to Denali. I like to be able to feel the actual blank when I'm fishing, so I can put my thumb here. This is a spinning model. We've got 11 different models, but all of them have the same reel seat, and then a carbon fiber handle. I like that. It doesn't seem to get dirty, you know, like a cork or a foam or anything. Stays a little bit cleaner. The conditions don't really bother. If it gets wet, always feels the same. So, you know, like you said, I haven't got a chance to get out and actually fish this rod, but I'm really excited about it.
It's really cool. I mean, I'm sure you're going to pick up a little bit of sensitivity when you're going to that carbon fiber handle, and it looks like it has like a carbon mono butt section on the back of it too. But a slick series of rods that we're excited to check out from Denali. I don't think they're up just yet, but they should be up soon. You can check them out at tacklewarehouse.com. Thank you, Michael, for your time.
Yep.
Enjoy the rest of your show, man.
Appreciate it.
Okay, back in the St. Croix booth to talk about something that's super exciting with Dan Johnston here. And Dan, I'm going to be honest, when this came out, I knew that I wanted to come here and talk to you and get the rundown, because there's going to be so much going on with this series of rods, and there's going to be no way I was going to be able to figure it out. So I want to hear it from you guys. You know, tell me all about this new Legend series of rods.
The funny part is the look on your face when you picked it up.
Yes.
It's the lightest rod to date St. Croix ever made. There's a couple reasons for that. But I'm going to say something before I even say anything else. The strength of it is equally as impressive as of its weight. And most people are thinking, well, how's that possible? I'm going to tell you. Mm-hmm. So first of all, it's SC7, which is a brand new material for us. This is incredibly, incredibly sensitive. It's also a very lightweight, high-strain carbon fiber. What we did is we have graphene impregnated in the pre-preg, so it is skid loader strong. I literally physically tried to break my X2 a month ago in pencil reeds with braid and couldn't break it. I could not believe it.
Yes.
It's a massive series in models, really kind of a bass-centric series, but a few other things I want to talk about. There's also material called Veil that goes around the exterior of the blank to protect impact resistance as well. Additionally, this is the new version of Trigon. Okay, what it does that's really cool, guys, is we put a little less of it here on the spinning rod, but the setup position on this is beautiful because this is a molded carbon fiber handle. So you've got carbon fiber on SC7. The meat of your hand hits this. Set it right underneath where you got your finger on the blank, but enough to grab onto. It's insanely comfortable to hold. And on the casting reel, we beefed up the diameter just a little bit back here so you stay connected on all the underhand roll type stuff you're doing. It really, really turned out well. Built in the US, really cool aesthetics. We're calling out the data label differently now, where you can see exactly what it is in your rod locker without looking at a little tiny model number.
Oh, that's cool. And these are just a phenomenal series of rods. I mean, I got to see one for a couple of days just to take a product image of it, but I did notice on those new Trigon handles, it seemed like they're a lot more slimmed down and a little bit more rounded. And like you're saying, with that molded carbon handle on there, it almost molds to your hand. I don't know how you guys did that, and you know how much R&D went into making those handles, but it does feel like it just becomes a part of your hand when you grab this thing. It feels incredible. This whole new series of rods, you can check them out. They're up for pre-order right now. This is going to be an awesome series of rods from St. Croix. And we got one more we're going to talk about here in a second, so we'll put these ones back and grab those. So the next series we're going to talk about, is kind of near and dear to my heart, is the Premier series. I remember the first nice rod I ever bought was a St. Croix Premier rod, and when I bought it, I felt like I had made it. I had made it then because I got a St. Croix Premier rod. So Dan, tell me all about the new updated Premier rod.
It is an emotional story for us because we launched it in 1959. It's the rod that your grandpa had, right? It's the rod you found up in the cabin that was handed down, and it's been around a long time. What we wanted to do is show it great respect. It's the #1 U.S. produced rod in the history of St. Croix. So we kept a lot of its legacy look, full cork, black, really classic, certainly multi-species. Hopped up the aesthetics on it a little bit to modernize it. But what we really did, and the first thing you notice when you pick it up, yes, it's a Premier. We respect its legacy, but man, is it different because it's a lot lighter. And what we did is we have a technology called TET, or Taper Enhancement Technology, that cuts our carbon fiber prepreg in a curved pattern. So what we're able to do is make the actions more pure, but also reduce the weight in the rods while maintaining its durability. So it's a super wide series in 1-piece and 2-piece. There's also musky models in it. It's been around forever. There have been 5 iterations since 1959 in Premier. The last one's been a while ago. This one is really going to be a home run.
Yeah, I'm super excited about these ones, the Premier. Everyone loves their Premier rods, and they're gonna love these ones as well. A nice update to see in the St. Croix lineup. St. Croix has been making, like you guys say, some best rods on earth. Been making some of the best rods in the world for a long, long time, and we're super pumped about this update from St. Croix. Go ahead and on over to the website, and you guys can check them out. All right, over at the 13 booth, I'm with Ricky, one of the guys that's been behind 13 for so long, designing awesome rods and tons of products over the years. So you guys got a whole new series of rods called the JINX series.
Yeah, so what's really cool about the JINX, obviously we've got an awesome aesthetic, awesome componentry, but what we're doing is we're putting together an awesome package for an incredible price. So this rod retails for $79.99. It's got an extensive line of SKUs, but what's really cool too is we've added a lot of different handle types. So obviously we got more of the finesse style handles here on some of the spinning models. If you're more traditional, we've got full cork options. So we really wanted to make sure to well-round this series. So depending on your style of fishing or your aesthetics, we've got you covered. So
yeah, when these come in, we're gonna have to do a lot of handle type images on the website, so everyone knows what they're getting on those. But overall, I think I got to see these, and I just picked one up. I'm like, oh, these are probably like $200, you know, and come in at a really nice price point for these.
Yeah, man, that was a goal here with this series, and taking a lot of some of the similar features and action styles and componentry that we have on some of our higher end, and bringing it down to a really aggressive price point. So it'll be an awesome one.
Really cool series of rods, and then there's a couple new additional models to a few series that I know anglers out there are going to be super pumped about.
Yeah, so everybody's talking about shaking a minnow. It's obviously been the buzzword of the industry now for the last couple of years, but we've really tailor-tuned 2 separate series, Oath and Myth. So we're covering a $100 price point and $200 price point. We built these specifically for shaking a minnow. So anything from your 2-inch minnows to your 7-inch minnows, we've got you covered. We've got a 6.9 and we got a 7.2 in both of the Omen,
Oath and
Myths.
Perfectly dialed for shaking your minnow. I know that we put that in those, the product section, the specifications in there, so you can go on there and find it. If you're really looking for the minnow shaker rod, you'll be able to find it on Tackle Warehouse.
For sure.
Which is awesome. But thank you, Ricky, very much for your time.
Appreciate it.
All right. Check on over at tacklewarehouse.com. We're going to move on to the next booth. All right, we're down at the Cashion booth. I'm with Ben here from Cashion, and we're going to talk about the new Element Z2 series. Now, we actually already have this one in stock at Tackle Warehouse, or I shouldn't say in stock because I don't know if they're back in stock at the moment, but these have already been released, but we cannot keep these things in stock.
Yeah, you're right. These suckers are flying off the shelves. This is a super exciting release for us in that American made at $129.95 is a complete steal.
Yeah, for sure.
We've got a ton of super technique specific options. You got drop shot, you got BFS, which is absolutely crushing. But what's great about these is you've got some multi-purpose options. So within this price point, you got somebody that's looking for a do-all, and we've got quite a few of those. So
yeah, right here, 7-foot, medium, heavy, fast. I don't know what more else you can want with that.
No
pretty much do 70% of your fishing with that thing right there.
Yeah. These are super exciting in that We've got some new blank technology in these. You've got a 3-year warranty. We roll the blanks in-house. We build them in-house. You guys have always pretty much had our full lineup.
Yeah.
But these ones are super exciting, and that we're going to continue to expand into some exciting new models that you guys are obviously going to have first dibs of. So.
Yep, we just heard it. So there's going to be some new models of this series coming out. So make sure you stay tuned. Those should be at Tack Warehouse pretty soon. We're super excited for this one, and hopefully I get to check one out because you get to check one out here. But I go back in the warehouse; these things are always gone. So super cool, and customers seem to really enjoy these things.
I think I know a guy.
Yeah. All right. You guys check these out at tackwarehouse.com. Thank you very much. All right, down here at the Level Fishing booth, we're gonna wrap up our best rods of ICAST 2025 with the Brian Latimer series from Level Fishing. So Knox, give us a rundown on this one. We were trying to find Brian, he's not even here yet. And hopefully maybe we can run into him tomorrow. But I know this series of rod is really special to you guys.
Yes, so Brian is instrumental in the design of these 5 rods that we have in this series. We got 1 spinning rod, and we got 4 casting rods, 2 of which are composites. And then the really cool part about these rods are how clean they look. And we can start at the bottom. You got the carbon fiber butt, which helps reduce weight, adds sensitivity. And Brian did something different here. 2 hook keepers.
2 keepers. No one's ever put 2 keepers on a rod before, which is sweet. So he's got like a Texas keeper up there, and then one down here on the bottom that's kind of like the D-ring style, so
Correct.
you can put a treble hook through there.
Yep. So
genius, because it's like sometimes you want one or the
right.
other.
Yep. So
It's
he
about
gave
time
us
someone figured that
yeah,
out.
he gave us the best of both worlds there. But man, these are all built on a 30, 40 ton Japanese Toray carbon blank, very sensitive. Get the durability of a 30 ton, but the sensitivity of a 40 ton. Extremely lightweight, ergonomic grips. For when you're holding the rod, you get multiple contact points on the blank.
Yep.
Carbon locking nuts, and just a really sleek finish. And then these are tangle-free stainless steel guides with titanium oxide inserts. So whether you throw braid or fluorocarbon, doesn't matter. They're going to hold up to the test of time.
This rod series is awesome. I can't wait to kind of dive into Brian's YouTube channel and kind of get his rundown on all of his different models and kind of what he built them for. This one's his chatterbait rod, and probably one of the best. A bunch of us have checked it out. It's probably one of the best chatterbait rod blanks I've ever felt, so super pumped about that. But excited to see the rest of it and kind of how he designed it and kind of the reasons for the different styles of actions and stuff and how he fishes, which
Here's
is really
the best
cool.
part. $139.99 retail price point. Can't beat it. Look good, and they fish even better.
Great. Phenomenal. So that's going to wrap up our 2025 ICAST best rods of the show. We got tons more coverage coming all week, so make sure to stay tuned into our YouTube channel and all of our different social feeds. And of course, head on over to the website if you want to check out any of the products.